Hi gamers, I'm back from the dead, kind of. I've been honestly mentally unwell this week. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I did say, and I've been saying it ever since I started posting, that I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna have some like videos where I'm gonna be showing off my Sims 4 builds that I didn't record because back in the day when I was building the Sims, when I had like, back in the day when I had the motivation to build. I was building a lot, like a lot, and I have a lot of lots, but I wasn't recording any of it. So, now I hope that I'm gonna get more motivation to make more builds. And if you like this build that you're gonna be watching me show you right now, if you like it or like my style or any of it, and have any like ideas of builds that you think would go well with what I'm about to show you, I will show it to you in like it's a lot. It's an apartment building. Which I did not convert, or else I converted it back to a normal residential. Right now, by the way, it is 646,000-ish simoleons, if you're interested, I guess. I converted it initially to a residential rental. Obviously, I didn't build it as a residential rental because it's extremely laggy when you switch it to a residential rental, so I built it as a residential normally. So yeah, and then I converted it as well to like rentals, but at the same time I don't really like that. Like obviously I can't show it off with like usually when you convert it to rental, it has, each apartment has like it's selected and it has like an outline with like color and stuff. So yeah, anyways, it's less laggy this way. So yeah, if you like any of these, probably no one's gonna see this, but if you somehow stumble upon this and you're, like a Sims 4 builder like me that just likes to watch other people build or just show off their builds, and you think you have like an idea for a build that you think I would like to do, then let me know. My comment sections are open, and I do read the comments because I get like none almost, so like I have all the time in the world. So anyways, I love fountains. And you may see that in the other builds that I'm going to show you off. These work beautifully in live mode, which I think is called live mode. All my life I said live mode instead of live mode, but I may make that mistake from time to time, do know that. Also, I love plants a lot. I built this in the world of Sand Sequoia, which came with I think the name of the pack was Growing Together, or I can't remember if it was Parenthood or Growing Together, I'm gonna be honest. But I do have most of the packs, but I've decided not to get more because I have like a lot of content in my game already, because I have a lot of CC for Sims. And I just decided to not really get more stuff, but I do have like a lot of the packs as of late. And yeah, this is the landlord's little office. I decided to make a little office because I just thought he would need it. And yeah, this is what it looks like. Very cool. Wow. I also tend to use like a lot of like debug items, and I tend to use cheats a lot when building, because who doesn't? I don't think you can actually build anything without using cheats in The Sims. But I don't really like calling them cheats because they're kind of mandatory if you want to build something cool. And I also really like to just clutter up my builds, which you're gonna see in these apartments. But yeah, this is an apartment, this is just for the landlord. And yeah, I was building this apartment. I wanted to try something new. Usually I don't build apartments, usually I build just houses. So I was trying to, technically this is like building houses, but like multiples. Anyway, this is the first apartment I ever made. And this is what it looks like. I'm gonna show you the clutter outside, like the plants outside later. You have this little area with for clothing. I also use this little shelf here next to the door. When I built this, I was kind of thinking about my house and kind of like where I live and where I've lived my whole life. And there's like a lot of clutter. I try to usually, have I mentioned I clutter my builds a lot? I love just putting items everywhere. And yeah, and we also used to have like grayish, blackish couches at one point. Not anymore, but you know, I still like them a lot, and I really like this wood. Is one of my favorite woods in the whole game, especially in this color because it reminds me of home. You know, and these curtains as well. I really like brown curtains. I actually really like the color brown quite a lot. This is a kitchen, which is like very similar to like I'm not obviously I'm not gonna show you pictures of my actual kitchen, but like you know it's just you know, trust me. I clear this a lot. This kettle does work because it's on the edge. And I also put, you know, like a nice little clock if you need it for like to time some recipes, you know, that sort of stuff. I really like alexandrite, I think is the name of this crystal. I think, unless I'm wrong, it may not be, but it's the one that like changes its color during like nighttime. Like it has like different colors in daytime and like nighttime, or the way that just the light reflects in it. And I think it's very pretty. You know, this waffle maker is the only one that works out of these three, but just don't ignore that. Just ignore that for now. And next up we have balconies. Each apartment has like a balcony, like 2 balconies. And here I just thought, you know, you may like to sit here, very romantic, just have a nice meal with those pretty candles that I really like. This is kind of the view that you get here at the, ignore if the camera may do this sometimes, it's whatever. But yeah, you can see the, you know, JPEGs in the distance, and just some more leaves, which I will show you. Just very immersion breaking, you know, but I also put like a lot of plants. I like putting plants everywhere. This particular tree is from the debug menu, particularly from like that one like pack or kit that was like the Star Wars one, you know, the one which I really like this tree, and just like, oh, the lamp that you may or may not see, I just think it's a very pretty lamp. And just I actually do put this tree quite a lot. But anyways, this we're back in the living room. If you think my talking is too much talking, it's fine. You can mute this you can mute me and just look at the builds if you like the builds. It's fine, I don't mind, just let me know. I didn't put any like pictures in the frames just yet because I don't actually have any Sims living on this lot. So yeah, this is kind of like the desk area, a lot of crystals because I like crystals a lot. And yeah, this apartment was kind of just, I was thinking about my house while building this. It doesn't really look exactly like it, but the vibes are there. Talking about the vibes, I made this bathroom thinking about my bathroom, you know, from home. And you know, I think it actually looks quite great. I really like the blue. I really like these curtains that are from a parenting themed pack. I'm pretty sure they're transparent. They're very, this is like my favorite swatch that I use. And you know, also a lot of clutter. Mirrors, I love using mirrors, or at least I grew up in a house that has like a lot of mirrors. So I'm just kind of used to placing mirrors everywhere. And yeah, this is a bathroom, and then last but not least, the bedroom, which looks like this. In my bedroom, I have purple curtains. They're not like, this is kind of like a, you know, lavendery purple. Mine are like kind of velvety, more like a dark, slightly pinkish purple, but it works. And this is like kind of the desk area. I have dice. Have I mentioned my dice collection? I have like 20 sets of dice, but in The Sims we don't have dice, so I just settled for marbles instead. And you know, like a lot of clutter, just some makeup. I don't actually use makeup, but I you know, I like putting things on desks in The Sims, so I just you know, I just chose what I thought. Also, there was like some boba here. It was particularly a taro flavored boba, but it is empty for some reason now. But it's in the debug menu. Like, just look in the debug menu. There's so many hidden gems in there. Like, if you don't use the debug menu to build, then you're missing out, is all I'm gonna say. And yeah, I don't use tool, or at least I didn't use tool when building this apartment. So like I settled for like moving things and like trying my best to, you know, alt move the objects around without like the you know, there's like a certain thing you can do. I have, as of late, I have like a few builds where I did start using tool, but usually I don't use it because I think you can manage without it, and so far, almost all my life I have managed without it. More clutter up here, more books, boxes, canvases, you know, and also I wanted to just leave this space here, you know, because there's like a little fountain here, and I like waterworks, and there's like pretty lights, so I just wanted it to be there. Also, this is one of my favorite beds. I cannot remember what pack it is from, because have I mentioned I have like a lot of the packs? I guess my builds aren't very like friendly to the people that don't have most packs installed. But you know, I have a lot of them and I manage very well, go figure. You can build without like all the packs, but you know. And this is like a balcony where, you know, I decided to give you just a little bit of space in case you want to, you know, hang your clothes. Some utensils just in case you need them, some gardening stuff, and you know, in case you want to cook something out here and just feel the breeze of San Sequoia, then you can be my guest. And yeah, this is the first build. This is the first apartment. And now we're gonna move on to the second one. You know, I imagined I would be living here, but I also built other apartments in this building that I like more and that I would live in more. This is one of the last apartments I did because I was very like stumped on the ideas for this one. But yeah, let me show you. This one's very like red-ish. It has like a lot of reds. It's very light, very cool. I really like it. I particularly like mixing just red and green, especially because, you know, they're complementary. They work great together. Not like I have to say it. I think it looks pretty great. You know, there's quite some clutter here, but not as much as I usually put. Also, this is the kitchen, this is the table. I really liked how this turned out. I was very stumped on this build. It took me like a while to finish this one because I had like in mind, I had a particular sim that would live here. That would be really cool, you know, very fun person, extroverted, has red hair, works out, plays piano, very cool, awesome girl, you know what I'm saying? But like, I couldn't get the apartment right for like her, you know, because I was thinking of a sim when I was building this. But I think I managed. I also really like the butterflies a lot and every single swatch that this item has. And you know, you can see out here the you know, little birds that are made out of leaves. Very cool, very fun stuff. And then, you know, I also don't ever put fans in my builds, but I did find this fan that's like a plumb bob, and I thought that I'm gonna put it because it's also green. It has like this green swatch, and I just really like how it works. Next we have a balcony, which, you know, this one isn't that much. You can hang your clothes. You have a view to the ocean or sea, you know. Then you have the bathroom. This one's more red, kind of the same. Maybe you don't see it. I see it. I feel like my builds are kind of similar-ish usually because I have like a particular style that I like to build in. Also, I really like this carpet, so I had to put it in here. You know, I put some clutter here as well. Very cool, you know, just very cool stuff. Also, I'm pretty sure I used this bathtub slash shower thing in every single build, but because it's like my favorite thing to use in bathrooms. So yeah, you know, it's just a bathroom, not much to say about it. Also, this toilet paper, the one with the flowers, is like my favorite toilet paper swatch out of all of them. It's just, I love anything with flowers. And this is the bedroom, which, have I mentioned this sim plays piano? I haven't made her. I was thinking about making like a little mini series where just a video where I make all the sims that would live in this apartment building. Just, you know, for funsies for myself. And yeah, I really like this swatch that this piano has. And I thought, what the hell, why not? Let's put it here. I also give her a little desk. You know, and then also, I also mentioned she works out, so I gave her like a treadmill, a lot of stuff here. Oh my god, I love putting stuff everywhere. I tend to just, have I mentioned I'm a professional hoarder both in real life and in games? It's true. I just love filling space. I love filling space. So, you know, and I also really love canopy beds, and this bed was also red, so I just figured it worked a lot. I also found this shelf. I was just browsing randomly one day and I found this in, like, I think it was the shelf. Like, I just typed shelf, you know, and I found it and I was like stunned because I didn't even know this was in the game. I don't even know what pack it's from. If it's from a pack, if it's from base game, I don't know, but I found it. And I couldn't believe that it was in the game. It was crazy. It was insane. Anyways, I also use this thing, which I don't usually use because I don't like it, but I wanted to, you know, fill space. What the hell can I say? I love filling space. And then, you know, some red clothes. I also put some stuff below. There's some, like, puzzles. They may or may not also be from, like, that One Parenthood pack. But not the first one that we got. The one that came with San Sequoia, I think, has these. I think. So yeah, and this was the second apartment. Wow, we breezed through it. I can't believe it. I don't know how much time it's been. Hope you're enjoying it though. Anyways, we're gonna go down the stairs. Also, disclaimer, I'm pretty sure this, like, me showing you the builds like these may or may not be from a mod that I do not know the name of. I can't remember it, but like the furthest up we go, the fastest the camera is gonna move and I won't be able to control it. So just quick heads up, I'll do my best because the last thing I would want for you two is to feel nauseous and throw up, I guess. So yeah, this is another apartment that I made. This one's more, you know, more light, more sweet. I specifically remember when I see this fridge and this thing right here, I remember I was listening maybe to, like, Creeps McPasta or Mr. Nightmare or something. No, it wasn't Mr. Nightmare because Mr. Nightmare has, like, the true horror stories. It was maybe Creeps McPasta or the creepy. There's more channels, but I was listening to, like, a story that was like a house sitting gone wrong. There's, like, a room that we weren't supposed to open up, but we didn't. There's a demon living in there, yada yada, and we're stuck in time or some shit. Usually when I build, I tend to, like, or listen to music or listen to, like, scary stories, because, like, I listen to scary stories all the time. So that's usually when I'm, like, in builds, I remember that, oh yeah, I was listening to that one story from that one creator while I was building that part of the house. That's kind of like how I have them in my head. Bathroom, wow, bathroom, really, really, you know, it's kind of like a simple bathroom. Not much to say about this one color-wise. It's just also I really, really like this carpet, and I just wanted to use it. Wow, just, yeah, I like this item, so I'm gonna use it. And also mirrors. You're gonna see this. I love mirrors, and, you know, mirrors work so well. It depends on the angle. They work so well in The Sims. And this is a window that leads to the kitchen, by the way. Which, let's go to the kitchen first, actually, because I really love this kitchen. Like, so much. Here you have a table that you can sit at, by the way. This is like half tile, so it's fine. So don't worry about it. And I also put a chair here. This is an island, and I felt like maybe there's space for a plate there. Maybe Sims can sit here and just eat on this side. I figured, why not? I want to fill that space with something. And yeah, this is kind of like one of my favorite kitchens I've ever made, because it's like it's also compact, but you also have, like, space to cook here, and you have that as well. And this is like one of my favorite fridges just in the world, just in the world of The Sims, you know. And I think I gave everyone waffle makers. And yeah, you know, you have just clutter, your usual clutter, and then here you have, like, the little window that's from, like, the island pack with Solani that I just wanted to use. And, you know, while you're doing the dishes, you can spy your guests from the living room. I think it's a win-win situation, really. And also a balcony. I almost forgot. This is, like, I gave another apartment a barbecue, but this is the second barbecue in the whole building, maybe third, because I think I also have one at, like, the terrace level. But, you know, I didn't, the camera may or may not do this. If I sit like this, it doesn't do it. And anyways, I just give it a nice little table. These two little chairs are, like, some of my favorites from the whole game. They're very cute camping chairs. I just wanted to put them here because, you know, we're outside, and why not? I just really like those chairs. So yeah, next up, let's go. We're doing this. So yeah, I love mirrors. Yeah, you can see they work very well in this game. Also, did you know that like The Sims actually put stuff in their closets? Which, can I just ask, how many just why did they put so many ties? How many ties do you need? And they're like almost like the same color. Like, I know people won't probably see this anyway, and they just did it, you know, as a, yeah, there are things in the closets, by the way, but like I still think that's a little, maybe a little bit more variety. I'm just being an asshole right now. I don't actually want variety in the closets. I'm not looking in the closets. Don't worry about it. Anyways, so I really, man, I love this build. So yeah, this is like a bedroom. I was also thinking about, this is the purple, this is the exact shade of purple that my curtains are in real life. I found it after a while, I found it in The Sims. But you know, it's not velvet, but it works, it's fine. And yeah, I didn't really want to clutter this room too much. To me, this is like not a lot of clutter, by the way. This is like very just normal stuff. I also didn't put anything on this part of the wall, and now that I look at it, it feels a little too empty. Maybe that's just me, because again, I do have a too much gene, just to like our fellow Jenna Marbles. I miss her so much, I love her so much, but I hope she's okay. I love her so much anyways. And yeah, I do have a too much gene. Also, this is just a little book nook. You can just read here. I imagined that at least you could just sit here with Tybert, which is, I always put him in every single build I make. He is from Rent, from Rent, and he is just like my favorite plushie in the whole game. So yeah, unless he's not from, no, but I think he is from that pack. But anyways, just a very simple bedroom here, not much to say. Balcony, where I just put, you know, some like an easel and just a candle making station just in case, because you never know when you feel like making candles. I love candles personally. I don't like burning candles because it makes me feel like I'm not gonna have them anymore, and then I'm gonna feel bad because like I don't have my candles anymore because I lit them up and they just melted. But yeah, anyways, this is my favorite apartment, I think. Potentially, maybe my second favorite, but like this is the second apartment I ever made in like the whole build, and I love it so much. It is, I was thinking about just, you know, how much I love combining pink and just green, and just I was thinking about leaves. I imagine that the sim that would live here would be like a gardener. So yeah, this is really, this is there's a lot in here. There's a lot of stuff. I figured, you know, I did want to put a TV, and just, it's a little bit, maybe you would get nauseous if you looked at a TV from this angle, potentially. I don't know. I don't really watch TV that much, I'll be honest. I'm usually just on my computer, but you know. And I also really liked this. This is like this table right here. It's from Horse Ranch, and it is potentially my favorite table from the whole game in this swatch, because just the mint green and the just pastel blue works so well with this just wood tone. It is one of my favorite tables, surely. And also these chairs, I'm pretty sure may also be from Horse Ranch, may not be, but they're some of my favorite chairs from the game as well. Did I show you the little plants? I think I did anyways, and I figured, you know, we could use, just because there's not much space here, or maybe there is to some people but not to me, and I figured I'd just put some like pots and pans here because I never used this item and I just wanted it to use it in a build once, you know what I mean? Again, the mandatory waffle maker. I don't have a waffle maker in real life, but I like waffles, so you know. And I also put some postcards here that I barely even noticed. And I also really like these little thingies. That's not my favorite swatch out of all of them. I think the blue one would be my favorite, or the green one, but you know. Yeah, and then I also found this vacuum that's like this very pretty salmon pink shade, and I just wanted to put it here. So yeah, I did mention the sim would be a gardener. So you have like quite a lot of just, you know, space here. You have like the flower making table and just yeah, you know, just, you know, this is how the camera moves here. And I really, again, this is my favorite apartment that I made. I'm gonna show you the bathroom first, and then we're gonna go to the bedroom last. This is the bathroom, one of my favorite bathrooms I've ever made in my life, because it's like, again, I love mixing pink and green. It may be my favorite like combination in the world. It's very pretty. Just every single time I just see pink and green together, I just think of Flora from Winx Club. It is just chef's kiss. And I never used this sink, but I really love it, and I just wanted to use it. Just maybe there's too much happening, but again, I have a too much gene, so I actually genuinely don't see it. You're gonna have to tell me down below if you think there's too much going on. And yeah, I also made the toilet pink because it just worked out. I just thought it worked out, man. That's just how it is. And yeah, now we're gonna move on to the bedroom, which I never used this divider, but with the branches and the lights and the pictures, I just thought it would work here. First, let me show you the balcony just so we can get that out of the way. I also thought that besides being a gardener, this sim, which may or may not be like a human real life version of Flora from Winx Club, I just love her. She's my favorite. Would also do yoga, so I put some incense here and just a nice little pink rug here, and just the view would be great if you ignore the fact that your eyes may or may not just go crazy a little bit. But the images in the distance are great, which I'll break your immersion later. Let's go back to the bedroom, which is alright. I like this bedroom a lot, but it's not, my particular style necessarily now that I'm looking at it after like quite a while. Also, I really love, usually when I put beds in builds, I also really like to put like ottomans at the end to put like pillows on them. I think I really like doing that. And I imagine this person wouldn't really sit at their computer all that much because, when they're not gardening, they're doing yoga. When they're not doing yoga, they're potentially gardening, you know what I mean? I felt like they wouldn't be like a very tech-savvy person, so yeah. And also, again, a lot of clutter. Maybe now that I look at it, no, I don't think it's too much. I actually think it's just right. I don't know, you tell me. But yeah, this is the bedroom. That's kind of, I really like this bed a lot, particularly this swatch. But yeah, this was the 4th apartment. Also, I love candles. Have I mentioned how much I love candles? I love candles. Anyways, let's go to the 5th one. And then there's only 6 apartments in here, and then there's also like a gym that I made. Just in case, and then like a little area where you have like tables and you can dine outside, and there's like a little barbecue. Now beware, remember the thing I said with the camera? Yeah, we're gonna go through this together, don't you worry about that. Okay, I think I got the angle right. We're gonna be sitting at this level, so anyways, this is the 5th apartment. I also put some garlic in there just in case some vampires, you can never have too much garlic in your builds. This is the 5th apartment. For this one, I thought of like, if you heard my chair creak, I'm so sorry. I can't control the way my chair creaks. So like, I thought about a person that has a cat. First off, they're a cat owner, and they're also a writer, and they also like travel a lot. So I put like postcards that like they went to all those places. They didn't get them, they went there, you know what I mean? I also put like a lot of clutter down here. Have I mentioned how much I love putting clutter in my builds? I love it. And then there's also some like tea hidden in there. So yeah, the speed is, I officially cannot control this anymore. I'm so sorry, guys. So yeah, and then you have like more clutter. I barely use the cat radio in any builds. I just wanted to use it here, Also mirrors. I just love mirrors. And this is the dining table. I wanted to just separate this, so I put a wall with like some windows from the Snowy Escape pack. And then the second barbecue in this building, this is kind of like the most simple apartment out of all the ones that I made, but I still like it quite a lot. And yeah, I imagined it was, yes, mirrors working the way they're intended. I imagined, let's go to the bathroom first. Also, I really like this shelf. Anyways, this is a bathroom, very, very simple, very light, very just not much to talk about. This bathroom is definitely the simplest one out of all of them. And yeah, I imagined this build would be for a writer, and normally I don't ever put my desks like this. They're usually like, you know, standard on a wall. But I wanted to try something just a little bit different, so I put it here. Maybe just the sunlight coming through the window would, you know, not do so hot with your screen. You may not see what you're doing. I wasn't thinking about the practicality of this. I was thinking about, you know what, I want to try something different. Also, I think this little book is, again, from the debug menu. I liked it a lot. I thought it looked very pretty, so I figured I would use it. And then I mentioned they have a cat. I know the watermelon little cushion doesn't work color-wise all that well with this, but it's my favorite swatch, and I love watermelons. I'm sorry, I just had to put it. And this is, again, watermelons. This item, I always forget what it's called. It's like a lunchbox, and I constantly forget it. Like, I constantly forget about it, and, like, it hurts how much, like, because it's, like, one of my favorite things, and I want to put it in every single build if I could. But, like, I genuinely forget what it's called, and it takes me way too long, and I have to go back to a build that already has it to look like what it's awful. Anyways, just there's a little table here. There's an umbrella. I really wanted to put an umbrella. You know, not much happening. This is in case you're getting cold from the San Sequoia breeze in the middle of the night, but you still want to read a bit outside, so you got some blankets. This is definitely like the most like simple apartment out of all the ones that I made, but I still think it's very cute. I still like it a lot. And now we're gonna go to the last apartment in the building, which is kind of like, it's different. I'll tell you that much. It's got a different vibe than the rest. Wow, that light is not centered. Well, I moved the door later, but you know, so yeah. Bam, we're going in. I wanted to do something spooky. I wanted this apartment to be like the spooky, oh god, someone just moved in that apartment? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted it to be one of those. So I used the brown swatch of the carpet flooring on the ceiling because I wanted this to be just the ultimate brown mixed with blue, because I love mixing brown and blue also. So let's go to the bathroom. Just get it done. This is a bathroom, you know, very simple as well. It's kind of similar to another bathroom that I have in this building, but just with the swatches kind of switch. You know, I feel like they're, I don't know, you tell me. To me, every single time I build something, I kind of do it around like the same sort of style. Not like it's complicated, but to me all my buildings kind of look the same, so you're gonna have to let me know if that's true. So yeah, and then this way, let's go to the living room. I separated the living room with like a door because I just really liked this door and I never use it, and I just wanted to use it. So this is a living room, a lot of colors. I really love this swatch of this couch and I wanted to use it somewhere again. Normally I don't really build in this sort of style usually, but I really like the way it turned out. Also a lot of just clutter on the shelves up there as well. You know, just, I really like this build. I really like this. I'm pretty sure this chair right here is from the Werewolves pack, which is a pack I really like, by the way. And this here is a little study. Because I figure, you know, just, again, this bookshelf is also from Werewolves, but again, I never use it anywhere, so again, I just wanted to use it in the build, and that's how it ended up here. And yeah, I really like this little area. There's also a little cat statue behind the monitor. And yeah, now that we got this little part of the house out of the way, I'm just gonna show you the kitchen, which is a little bit different than other kitchens that I usually build, but I really like it. Also, these two pink cuties right here, they're from Debug. I'm telling you, Debug saves lives. And also that, like, this detergent, like, little thing here, also from Debug. I love debug. And also this works, I swear to God. And I also found a knife in debug. Which, you know, I figured if there was one apartment out of all these 6 that would have it, it would be this one, so I just let it here. And I also really like this little part of the apartment. I really like. I'm pretty sure this statue may be from like the Salvadora pack, the Jungle Adventures or Jungle Escape. I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, this is a balcony. And you know, you can tell from the outside that this apartment is a little bit different because it's like, you know, all like blackish and all that sort of stuff. Also, again, this shelf is from Werewolves. Again, wanted to use it in a build. Pumpkins for Halloween, wanted to use them in a build. It would be definitely this apartment. If there's one problemo with this table right here is that you would not be able, I think you'd only be able to sit at this chair right here. I don't think you'd be able to sit at these ones because there's not enough space for like a sim to go through here. Or at least I don't think there is. But at the end of the day, you still have, you know, the bar stools here, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But anyways, let's go to the last part, which I wanted to put this ceiling. This ceiling is my favorite just from the whole game ever since they added ceilings and I saw this just constellation sky one. It's my favorite of all time and I wanted it to put in a build, so yeah, it's this one. Also, this is one of my favorite beds from the game, in this swatch in particular. Very pretty. Clutter in the thing, and just I really like the cats and dogs pack because they gave us these like very pretty paintings, very nautical, very cool, very cool. And this painting right here makes me I just think of Twilight when I look at this. But yeah, and also this stool, I combined just an ottoman from, I think, the Horse Ranch pack with this one, which is from the base game, I think. And because I like the way the Horse Ranch one looks like on like the upper part, like the cushions, so I just decided to combine them. More clutter, wow. And you know, just there's also a balcony, which, you know, I just also a cobweb. You know, I think the vibes are right with this one. More bar stools if you just want to sit and enjoy just a nice glass of wine while you're looking at the JPEGs in the distance. So yeah, it exists, and I don't plan on it. I sure hope it will stay here for the rest of the time, but you know, this was the 6th apartment in the whole building. And now we're gonna go to the upper. This one's gonna hurt. Yep, this is the height that we're gonna be sitting at. I kind of have no choice anymore. So here, through these doors, boom, you have the gym. Which, you know, why did I even put a gym in this building? I just felt like, you know, it could also, you don't need to leave your apartment ever, and, you know, your building included. And I just thought, hey, you know what? I think those people that would live in these apartments would be pretty, like, close-knit and would have like a pretty nice community, and they'd all be friends and stuff. So like I figured, you know, if the ladies just one day want to just go to the gym, they could just come right up here and, you know, it would be perfectly fine. And now this is just, you know, I can just go like this. This is like a little area that I, you know, mentioned earlier. Those lamps are from the Star Wars pack. I'm sorry, I just like the lamps from that pack. And you know, you got some tables, and that is the 3rd barbecue of the building. Ooh. And you know, I also made like a little garden up here. You cannot come up here, but you know, I like plants. Have I mentioned that I like plants? So I just thought it would look cool from like, you know, just when you're down. I thought it would look pretty cool. And yeah, these were the azalea apartments, I called them, because I just like azaleas and I just like the name, and I figured. And you know, I thought personally that, you know, I wanted them to look different from the rest of the buildings in the way that, yeah, there's also like a lot of white buildings, but there's not much, you know, vegetation on them. And I just thought you would see this and go kind of like, oh, that looks pretty cool. You know, like, I don't know. I really am very like proud of this apartment building, because I just, you know, I combined just every single little thing that I've ever liked in my life. and I just combined it in one building, and I really like how it turned out. I hope you also liked it. Let me show you the JPEGs in the distance. It's all a lie, by the way. If you never knew this, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. But yeah, man, I love this mod. I wish I could tell you what it's from. I also have like, so I have the, you know, like the debug menus. I have a lot of, oh my god, it's just, if anyone asks in the comments, how about that? Truth, if anyone asks me anything in the comments, I'll respond. If you want to know what custom content I do have, I'll also let you know. I was thinking not many people would see this build anyway, but if you do like it, just let me know. So yeah, not much else to say other than that, if you have managed to get through this entire video and you're still here, then thank you. Wow, damn. Yeah, I'm Alessia. I hope you had fun watching. Here's a cookie, I don't know. And yeah, I'll be back. See ya, bye.